welcome back. Let's follow up a little bit with Art Cullen.
He seems unaware of you or his...
We'll make sure that we do that with... This is the note's a clue that we need to go to the House of
He
Healing.
seems unaware of you or his surroundings.
Thaniel! My loot! You got it back. How?
We killed Malice Thorm.
You killed a Thorm? The Ketheric's elite. I've been lost. He told me about someone. Do you know him?
Depends.
The pool of the darkness. The twisted creatures it manifests. You've seen it.
Alright,
Please.
we'll bring Halsin.
Hurry. Without him.
So, let's head over and figure out where Halsin is standing today. Over here.
A little discourse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
So we'll take option 3
A
here,
survivor. Thaniel is no ordinary. I will go to see him.
and he'll take off. Let's also follow up with Scratch. Hey, buddy.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
This is probably a bone or a healing potion
He
or
gives
something.
in
A
and
bone.
surrenders his find to you.
He's a dog. Okay. So, Halsin has arrived. We'll talk to him, and that's going to set off a defense, like an objective defense quest.
Halsin.
I will.
I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, we'll
put
just
it into
let
words.
Halsin handle it.
Lavender.
Meet me by the lake shore.
And he's going to head down. So, that's right here. And this fight's very manageable with this group. The real trick to it is controlling the incoming waves. Knowing how it's going to go will really help. So we've got some archers that'll come in 2 waves up here, a bunch of physical and melee types coming in from the top, and some shadows coming in from the bottom, and then we get a bunch of low health enemies that spawn right here. And all of them will be trying to take down a shadow portal that's right here. So long as we can stop them from coming up the rock, the only ones that are likely to hit the portal are the archers, and they will aim for it exclusively if they can get to it. So our real objective is to make sure that nothing up here can get in, and eventually up here. We have a moon lantern, which we'll put on the ground. And that's going to illuminate the shadows as they come in and prevent them from being hard to target or disappearing. We'll summon the Dryad, which we'll use to put spike growth over here. Asterion also has spike growth, and we may use it to bolster, resize the area, stuff like that. We also might use summons like a flaming sphere, and for sure we'll summon an elemental. The water elemental is able to cover the ground with a cone that will also trip. Or the fire elemental can throw the erupting cinder. So erupting cinder does 4d6 fire every round. Winter's Breath does 4d6 cold every round. I think for this time through we'll use the water elemental. Gale will probably be throwing a lot of fire, so we'll have to be a little careful about targeting.
I wonder what the next move is.
We also decided to learn how to conjure elementals with Shadowheart. Primordial Gales does 2d6 damage, but it can shock. If we've got loose water, as we do over here, wet enemies, or stuff that's been covered in ice, we might be able to get some shock damage. I would say that the Fire Elemental and the Ice Elemental are probably better. We'll try another Water Elemental.
Hey, good looking.
We'll have Karlak start down here to deal with the shadows. And she's a little bit down in her key points, so we will restore them. And done. Put her shield back. Alright, so how prepared are we?
No time to dally.
Cast Shar's Aegis.
Let's try this way.
Spike growth lasts a really long time. We'll just put it way up here. To try to block the archers in.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
And I think we are pretty well prepared. We might also consider... We do have some elixirs of bloodlust. Those might be good to use on Gale, who could throw a whole bunch of fireballs. Asterion will re-equip the Blood of Lathander. While he's holding it, he's going to cause everybody that's undead that's near him to have disadvantage. And we've also got a sunbeam that we can use to blast. And that'll be his primary job. So we'll be throwing damage effects for a little bit. If we want, we can throw up a symbiotic entity. I think I'm going to pass on doing that right now because we only got one wild shape charge, and we might go owlbear to deal with the shadows if things get overwhelming down there.
Excellent choice.
And I think that that looks pretty good. I don't know that we're actually going to need Bloodlust. If we want to, we could cast Haste as well. Let's just go ahead and talk to Halsin.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
And,
Very well. Once I begin the ritual, a portal to the Shadowfell will open. With the Oakfather, I need you to stay here. Keep the portal open until I return. The shadows won't be banished without a... Let's begin. It took me years of study. Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel.
in just a sec, we'll get combat started. And there we go. So the shadows are up really early. And you can see they're all kind of revealed here in the light. So we'll take Topple and see if we can't move our moon lantern a little bit.
Ready for this?
Close, but not quite.
End this.
Whoa.
On the move.
Alright. Be careful when you click rapidly. We'll use an arrow of many targets. Did not quite do it. There we go. Wraith is down. Still have a shadow left.
Death is but a word away.
We'll have Gale come forward and we'll fireball the archers. With any luck, that'll do enough damage that they'll die on the spikes. And
Can't give up.
we'll take a shot.
This is gonna feel good.
We'll warp one of the elementals in place. Yep. Nice shot. And just prepare for anything that comes our way.
For a coal.
And we'll drop a moonbeam. I think we'll upcast to level 3. And let's do a little highlighting so we can see who's where. These guys have no health to speak of. So we'll bounce up here and see if we can't take out the other Harper.
Enemies popping up like weeds. Halsin better conclude his search very soon.
Alright, so we get this huge crowd. Kind of makes us wish that we had the Light Cleric's blast ability. We've got 2 new archers.
Got to focus.
Eat it.
1, 2, 3, and we've got another bonus action. 4. And we'll move back to where the shadows are.
Need to act fast.
Let's see about a glyph of fire. Let's see how many we can get in a glyph here. And we'll drop an offhand at the Raven.
Mistra Rill.
These don't have hardly any hit points. So let's cast a magic missile. Looks like they're being blocked by the tree there.
There's blood in the air.
Drop a moonbeam. And we'll see about these archers.
The Githyanki's finest must have succumbed to the curse.
So we get some additional adds coming in from the water. They're not wet. I'll just point out that they just swam in, not wet. And we've got some new shadows, so let's have Karlach deal with those first. Got a wraith and a shadow. Let's try the wraith.
Need to stay focused.
99% is very high. We'll use an offhand with sharpshooter. We'll plug the dog and one into this flaming fist. Can't argue with that.
What should I do?
A rough tempest I will raise.
We'll have Gale throw another fireball, see if we cannot hit all three of them. And our big worry there is the archers. Now that they're gone, we can reposition our spike growth just a bit to get to the water's edge, leaving this
Let's turn some
cursed
things
guy.
around.
We'll move our moonbeam. This guy's already fired. We got one guy that made it through so far.
Bay until then.
Let's take a look at Shadowheart. We'll shoot once, twice.
My turn.
We could reposition.
I speak.
We'll see
they
about
burn.
that. May not need to.
On my word. Ready for another round?
They're definitely getting beat up, but
Let's
not
have
quite
some
dead.
courage.
we'll just reposition our spike growth to sort of maximize their travel path. It's okay if we get the elementals in,
Watch this. No
and then
surrender.
we'll make them walk past Karlak in order to get up.
Destroyer.
Alright, so let's get rid of the spike growth before we end our turn. Just so that when Halsin is leaving, he's not walking through any damaging effects.
Death's cold grip.
We'll get rid of the moonbeam as well.
What fools these mortals be.
This Wraith is actually dead, I think.
What's the plan?
I smell blood.
Let's have some fun.
It's done. But something's wrong. No. It can't be.
And we'll ask if he's dead.
No. I need to come see us when you...
And he'll pop out and he'll start walking off. It is a real risk that he'll walk through some sort of damaging terrain. So if you've left spike growth or something, bad stuff can happen. Grab our moon lantern, and we'll have Karlak pick up some stuff. So we would like to grab the contents of the Zealots, and probably the Githyanki. So we're picking up all of the expensive armor and weapons. The Flaming Fist, and we'll pick up the chainmail, I guess.
Can't afford to stay idle. Worth a run.
And she's already overburdened. So Pilgrim, Githyanki Warrior, Zealots, a dog, a Flaming Fist. I think I got them all. I've been known to make that mistake before.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
We'll regroup the party and we'll just use the map to travel to Last Light. And we'll walk straight to the quartermaster and try and unload the stuff.
If you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
She does have a little money. And we'll see what other stuff that she's got. Elixir of Viciousness, not so much. Remedial Potion, maybe. Construct Slaying, no. Might buy the Scroll of Chain Lightning, though. And I don't think we're gonna dye yellow or burgundy. At least not in this act. Okay, so we're a little shy. What else does she have that we might want? Alright. Now that all the heavy stuff is out of our inventory,
Take care now.
we'll head back to camp. And head over to Halsin. And that's where we'll end this video. We'll follow up with Halsin and finish the Oliver quest line in the next video. I hope to see you there. Thank you very much for watching.